Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us once again for our monthly community call. Today, we'd like to kind of give a brief overview of the V2 launch, new features to come, and what's kind of currently under development. So let's start with our V2 launch. V2 we felt was very successful for a launch. We currently have over 4.5 million in TVL, 1.6 million plus in total volume thus far, 180,000 total premiums paid. ETH call was our most popular option. ETH pool was our most popular pool. And 100% of the options so far have been calls. So we're bullish ETH. We've gotten valuable product feedback as well and continue to work on improving the system. Some things we're working on are simple directional strategies, some new delta hedging strategies, and enabling more risk markets by adding more assets, such as the assets that you'd all like to see, and our native token premium. Some features we have coming up next. Froggy, if you'd like to take it over and run through our features.
Yep. So the most important feature that we have coming up next is our analytics dashboard, simply because that's coming in the next few weeks, and it will give all of our users more in-depth visibility into everything that's going on the platform. You'll be able to go into the pools that you want to see and see all of the options that are trading, go to the specific option, see the Greeks of that option, see the past history of that option, see how many premiums have been spent on total, how many exercise profits have been made in total. You can kind of get a really good overview of all of the data that's moving through the system. It'll be very similar to something like analytics.sushi or info.uniswap, so that users have more visibility into the actions that they're making on our platform. Next, we think it's important to allow users to capture the time value in their options. So we're looking into enabling the sell option feature back to the pool. Right now, if you want to take profit on your options, you need to exercise them in the money. So this means you can take profit with the full intrinsic value. But if you want to take profit with the time value of the option, or you want to speculate on this, you'll need to wait for the coming feature where we enable LPs to take on risk by market making for the platform rather than just selling options. The reason that we haven't enabled this, on day one is because it's a totally different risk architecture for somebody to sell an option than it is to buy it back from the pool. And so we need to make sure that we do it in a way that allows LPs to make that decision and not get wrecked. Next features that are coming, speaking a little bit about what Coin mentioned, the simple directional strategies and the delta hedging strategies. We have many vaults that will be coming up soon, which will allow people to take advantage of the Premia pool architecture. Specifically, most of them are coming on the layer 2, but they'll be allowing users to do things such as hedge the delta risk of their options just by simply depositing their money in the pool, and the pool will do the rest, or running a simple credit spread strategy, where anytime they sell an option, they purchase a corresponding option to limit their risk on the downside. So these are the side of things that we're excited for the future of Premia, because they'll bring more usability, more volume, and of course, more TVL to the platform. As part of this, we think it's important to improve, continually improve on our smart deposit feature, which is currently the way for a user who doesn't really know exactly which pool they want to deposit in. They just know that they have some asset, and they're either bullish on the market, or they're bearish, or they want to underwrite call pools, or they want to underwrite put pools. They can currently go there, and they'll be recommended the best place to put their assets based on the current pool C level, which is the incremental price of the pool. And so we look to improve this in the feature as we add more vaults. We look to make it, this same similar feature where users can come, they can, specify their preferences, and they can get recommended between, all of the pools and the vaults that makes most sense based on their specific strategy and preferences. I mentioned a little bit about layer 2 earlier, but we're very excited to move to a cross-chain future. The first layer 2 that we're going to be moving to is Arbitrum this month. When we launch, the layer 2 system will be very similar to our current layer 1 system, almost identical. But as we move forward over the coming months, we'll be making upgrades to the layer 2 system that aren't possible on layer 1, simply because layer 2 enables us to do much higher computations. Are we back? All right. All right. Sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody. Seems our streaming machine just decided to crash in the middle, but that's okay. We'll just resume where we left off. We were talking about our upcoming Arbitrum launch. Essentially, we're very excited about the cross-chain future of Ethereum. It's going to enable much cheaper gas prices with much higher computation abilities. So this will allow us to do quite a bit more on layer 2 than we're currently available to do on layer 1. So I don't know exactly what you guys heard before I left off, but basically our layer 2 system is going to be very similar to our layer 1 system when it launches. There's going to be almost no changes between the two. However, over the coming months, we'll be making upgrades to the layer 2 system that are only possible due to the decreased gas prices on layer 2, the increased computation availability. I discussed earlier the vaults that we're bringing to layer 2, the directional strategies, the delta hedging vaults, and the other Greek-based vaults. We're going to be bringing these to layer 2 because on layer 1 the gas them inefficient. And then on top of this, we've got improvements to our C-value tech. On layer 1, it's constrained to be one-dimensional per pool, but on layer 2, we have the ability to make it three-dimensional so that we can fluctuate the C-value per option in each pool rather than just for the specific pool. So this will result in more accurate pricing per option on layer 2. And in addition to this, I mentioned briefly earlier that we are going to be, I guess I haven't. We're going to be combining peer-to-pool and peer-to-peer liquidity on layer 2. So the way that we're going to be doing this is by enabling liquidity providers to set the range of which they're willing to underwrite options when they deposit in a pool. So very similar to concentrated liquidity that already exists on similar platforms like Uniswap, where you can set the specific range that you're willing to sell to before you actually deposit your liquidity, so that let's say somebody wants to only underwrite a single option in the pool, they could do this using this new architecture. This is something that we're very excited about on layer 2, but it will be coming over the coming months. Building upon that, we're very excited about the possibilities on that are coming because of cross-layer liquidity and our cross-layer user experience. You can think of this as users being able to deposit into a pool from any chain and trade against that pool from any chain and maintain the decreased gas prices, the increased computation possibility. The tech for this is very early still. One of the ones that we're looking into right now is the CCIP from Chainlink, their cross-chain interoperability protocol. However, like I said, these are still very early days, so we're still looking into what's possible and ensuring that if we do enable something like this, we can still ensure a better user experience than we currently have. And then as we move to layer 2, such as Arbitrum, we're going to be enabling liquidity mining rewards, just like we have on layer 1. When Arbitrum launches, the rewards will be the same as layer 1. And then over the coming months, we'll be watching the pools closely, and we can change those rewards as it makes sense for each chain. Moving on to our future research, we're very excited about releasing our research primer on layer 1. Essentially, this is all of the work that we've been working on over the past 6 to 9 months with the culmination of teams. We'll be releasing a scientific paper, with all of the math, all of the theory that goes into our AMM, our options pools, our C value, and why we've chosen to do the things that we've done. So we're very excited to get this research out there and have the community of researchers review it and give us their thoughts on it. But this should be coming out in the next week. The layer 1 system that you guys are seeing now is not the latest and greatest of our research, though. It's just the furthest that we've gotten into production, because everything requires audits, everything requires making sure that it's as secure as possible. But some of the improvements that we're working on and that we have been working on for months and that are coming soon would be our zero liquidity implied volatility oracle. So we have our volatility surface oracle already through Chainlink that allows us to provide a volatility surface, an implied volatility value on chain for our Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Chainlink pools based on existing options markets. But we're very excited to be able to soon enable options markets for options without existing liquidity on centralized exchanges. This means that tokens that don't already have existing options markets, such as the Premia native token, will be able to create new risk markets for those tokens on Premia using our implied volatility oracle, which is able to price options using no arbitrage, same as they're priced for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Chainlink currently. I touched briefly on the three-dimensional C value earlier, but this is some of the research that we've been working on for months, and we're very excited to be bringing to layer 2, as it will obviously result in more accurate option pricing, and it allow for supply and demand mechanics to be more granular, specific to the options in each pool. I mentioned the unified peer-to-peer and peer-to-pool liquidity architecture earlier, but this is some of the research that we've also been working on for a while, and we're very excited to be bringing to layer 2, as it enables LPs to take on specific risk structures that they want to take on. It enables new types of trading strategies on chain, and is just yet another primitive that users can use Premia for to build their advanced trading strategies or advanced protocols using these new risk markets. And then to talk about our partnerships and appearances, I'm going to hand it back over to Coin.
Thanks, Pragi. So with the launch of V2, we've wanted to keep the ball rolling with momentum and getting out there in front of new communities and really teaching people about what the V2 platform has to offer. With that said, we recently had a Spaces on our launch day that the Crypto Dog so graciously helped host with us. We had an interview with DeFi Dad just this past week. We posted a couple stream links, but I'll be happy to share them in Discord again. And some of our more recent collaborations, we've collaborated with Olympus DAO to offer liquidity mining through bonding on the Olympus Pro platform, and with Nexus Mutual to provide coverage for the Premia platform, as well as a shield mining campaign through Nexus Mutual. If anyone would like to meet any of us, as the mysterious pseudo-anon team that we are, some of us will be attending Art Basel in Miami the first week of December. So please do reach out, get in touch with us. We would love to meet some of the community down there. Lastly, we are always on the lookout for the best talent. If you'd like to help us build Premia, you have a track record of excellence, we have open positions available in engineering and operations. Please shoot us an email at careers@premia.finance. And our operations team will get back to you. We love you all. Thank you for being with us. Please join us in our public voice channel now while we answer some Q&A.